What's happening, guys? This vlog today is going to focus on top study tips. I guess it's just a general vlog that will cover kind of when maybe you're going through coursework or having exams at hand, just like tips that I've found that have worked for me over the years, and so I'm then going to just pass them on to you. You can kind of choose whether or not they'll be beneficial to you, so let's get it underway. So we're back in September, at the beginning of my second year at Bournemouth. I read a book written by someone who studied the world's best TED Talks. One of the key things I took away from that is that people are more prone, they're more likely to remember things when information is produced to them in threes. Being a PAL leader within the uni, PAL stands for Peer Assisted Learning, so I mentor first year students. Being a PAL leader, I try to, when presenting, put content on the slides in threes so that it makes it manageable and that the students are kept engaged and focused on the content I'm trying to teach them. To-do lists. So these are actually really helpful again. So for instance, by having a to-do list, you're more likely to remember things rather than chancing, overloading your brain and potentially missing out on a few important bits of information. It sounds a bit silly, but you get a sense of achievement when you can tick something off, or at least take it off your to-do list. And I guess ultimately it hones your organisation and timekeeping competencies, which for me is ideal currently on placement search. Yet to secure one, but kind of persisting, kind of pushing on. But they're great competencies that most employers are looking for.
Hello Dominic, nice to have you here today. Just want to know, why should we pick you?
I am organised, and I'm also highly competent in timekeeping.
You have the job.
Wonderful, yeah! Something else that's useful that I've found over the years is making timetables. I always used to work out kind of my free time, and then I kind of worked out the amount of hours that I'm left with, and then try to slot revision into those throughout the day. So even if you're just putting in kind of 30-minute shifts, it all adds up and it allows for greater productivity. I think that the aim with timetables or timetabling, like a revision schedule, is to set yourself realistic goals. So I need to kind of split it into manageable chunks, 40 minutes revision, maybe 15-20 minute active break, watch some TV, go on a walk, make a cup of tea, and then get back to it and just keep going, but it's kind of little and often, which seem to bring the best returns. I find that the active breaks are actually really useful because it kind of gives you the chance to take another, I guess, a fresh look on the work you've been doing, and therefore when you come back to your work, you're more mentally ready. So I'm going to end on another bit of theory called the dual coding theory. The theory basically states that we as humans are more inclined to remember something when it's kind of being given to us didactically from more than one channel. So using revision for an example, a lot of people I know tend to just write out all their notes, which I don't find too beneficial. It's a sole visual task. So what I like to do is have my notes that I've made from that topic, have a lecturer use their audio recording that they've made of a lecture, play that, look over my past notes, and then make new ones and kind of add to the existing ones I already have. So I'm kind of receiving information, I can see it visually, but I'm also receiving it kind of verbally, audibly. And I think when you've got more than one source of information, you're more than likely to remember it. And the great thing about BU is like everyone's got a really open mind, so if your lecturers aren't currently recording their sessions, I'm sure they'd be happy to. It's just a case of you having to get up and ask. Either that or the student reps, you can go to them. They're more than happy to take your feedback to like the course leaders, program leaders, and kind of feed that back to the lecturers, who will then maybe be more inclined to do so. Because at the end of the day, it's only really helping your learning. So I can't really see a drawback with that. So this has been my vlog today on top study tips. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Peace.